Hi, and welcome back to the Who Knows Ball podcast. I'm your host, Jared, and my co-host,
Griffin.
And after week one, why don't you tell them your record, Griffin?
5-1.
Griffin went 5-1, and I went 4-2. The only games we had wrong, I had the Jags and the Eagles, and Griffin had the Jags wrong. All right, we're going to get into, we got 4 games this week, so the kid's beating me so far. Let's see if he can continue. First game of the week is the Bills and the Broncos. Griffin, why don't you go and tell them who you like in this one?
I think the Bills are going to beat the Broncos because I think Josh Allen is better than Bo Nix, and I like R.J. Harvey, but I think James Cook is better than him. But their defense, Broncos' defense is pretty good, but I think the Bills are going to win.
You know, it's funny that we both picked against the Bills in week one, or in the first week of the playoffs, and then this week I'm also taking the Bills. I have an interesting stat that I heard the other day. The Bo Nix is 1-8 versus teams over 500 that score more than 17 points. I have a belief that the Bills will score more than 17 points, and I'm also going with the Bills. All right, next game we have Seahawks and 49ers. Griffin, go ahead.
I think the 49ers are going to win.
Okay.
I think their defense is better than the Seahawks, and I think McCaffrey's better than Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet. And I just think that the 49ers are going to win.
So I was more than likely going to pick against the Seahawks if it was anybody but the Niners. But I'm actually going to take the Seahawks in this one. My reasoning is George Kittle is done for the playoffs, and he's a big part of what the 49ers do offensively. If you are on the 49ers side of things, Brock Purdy is 4-0 in Seattle, so that's a good stat for him and a positive influence for the 49ers. But the Seahawks front four, their defense is pretty good. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Texans and Patriots. Go ahead, Griffin.
I think the Patriots are going to win because I think Drake May is better than C.J. Stroud. And I think Joe Mixon is worse than R.J. Harvey. I mean, not R.J. Harvey. Trayvon Henderson. I'm thinking of the wrong team. And I think that, the Texans' defense is really good. I'm going to say that. It'll be pretty close. I think the Patriots are going to win by 7, a touchdown or something.
I'm going to go with the Texans. I mentioned last week that I really like their defense and I like this team. The reason why I'm sticking with the Texans is solely because of the defense. I would really like the Texans if Nico Collins planned on playing, but he suffered a concussion. Doesn't sound like he's going to be able to play, which is going to be a huge blow for the Texans. So the Patriots are going to have a little bit better of a chance, but I'm still a big believer in this Texans defense. I think this will probably be one of the better games of the weekend. It'll probably be one of the more, if you like defense, this is probably the game you're going to want to watch. But I'm going to stick with my guns and go with the Texans, even though they are missing one of their best players. All right, we got the Bears and the Rams for the last one. Go ahead, Griffin.
I think the Bears are going to win. So I think that DJ Moore... Wait, no, not DJ. The running back.
Monunga?
Monunga is better than Williams, I think. And their other running back, I think, is better than Williams, too.
Swift,
yeah. And I think that their receiver room is a little bit better than the Rams. Well, the Rams do have Nico Collins, but I think the Bears' defense is pretty good, too. And I think they're just going to win.
So this game, to me, I think the Rams' offense is better. And I'm gonna pick the Rams. But I think the Bears can win this game if they they need to force at least 2 turnovers, is what I will say. But the Bears have done that all year long, so things are looking up for the Bears. They are at home, but I'm sticking with the Rams because I think their offense is better. I don't know if it's significantly better, but it's better. The Bears' defense is better, but I think the Rams take care of the ball. They will end up being the winners in this game. So we have a little bit different picks this week. We'll see if I can catch Griffin, but for right now, Griffin's in first place. And thank you for tuning in to the Who Knows Ball podcast, and we will see you next week.
See ya.